He called you a cowboy. What did he mean? What are you?
Just a humble bounty hunter, ma'am.
If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. Oh, we sure do need Him now. Oh, Lord, we sure do need Him now. If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. We need Him every day and every hour. If we've ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. Oh, we sure do need Him now. Oh, Lord, we sure do need Him now. If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. We need Him every day and every hour. We need Him in the morning. We need Him in the night. We need Him in the noonday when the sun is shining bright. If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. Oh, we sure do need Him now. Oh, Lord, we sure do need Him now. If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. We need Him every day and every hour. We need Him when we're happy. Oh, we need Him when we're sad. We need Him when we're burdened, just to make our hearts feel glad.
Glory, oh, we need Him, we need
Him, we really, really, really need Him in the morning, in the night. We need Him in the noonday, yeah.
shining bright.
Oh,
We need
Him,
we need
Him, we really need Him when we're happy, when we're sad. We need Him when we're burning, just to make our hearts feel
Oh, glory,
glad. We need Him, we really, really, really need Him in the morning, in the night. We need Him in the noonday when the sun is shining.
shining bright.
Oh,
We need
Him,
we need
Him, we really need Him when we're happy, when we're sad. We need Him when we're burning, just to make our hearts feel. If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. Oh, we sure do need Him now. Oh, Lord, we sure do need Him now. If we ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. We need Him every day and every hour.
So, it's that song. Don't get married.
And every hour. We need Him every day and every hour. We need Him every day and every hour.
Hold on, guys. Forgot to add myself. Good grief, man. Doing this 5 years and I still ain't got this down pat. Golly. All right. What's going on, good people? We'll do a Saturday stream. Why not? Why not? I'll put the link out here in just a minute. Good to see everybody here. I'm just enjoying the Saturday evening, getting settled in for the rest of the night here, and I'm eating me a ham sandwich. Oh yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Walked to the store this morning, got me some brown sugar ham. Got me some sandwich bread. Made me a sandwich today, so we're chilling today. Only 3 people in the chat. I guess the notification didn't go out. We're not going to be on Rumble tonight. I didn't feel like setting up Rumble. It just is what it is, man. We'll stick over here with YouTube tonight. See where we get to. And I was scrolling through the old YouTubes today, and I seen that Japan is introducing a single bachelor tax. So we're going to take a look at that. See what's going on while I munch down the rest of the sandwich, man. It's pretty good. Walls in here, man. Sigma Rodan, good to see brother, and Honeycomb, just 2 people here this afternoon. We chilling or we roasting? I don't know. We might do some roasting. I don't know. We get done in time. We'll probably do some roasting. Yeah, we'll do some. We'll get you guys up on panel. We'll do some roast. Pretty good. Good sandwich. Hold on. Put the other one up. All right. Good to see you. And like some people down the road from me is having a concert out there. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I ain't sure what's going on. I've been hearing them out there playing all day. And sound like they're getting down with the juice down. I don't know what's going on. Notification just came out for me. Yeah, that's probably the thing. I mean, like I said yesterday, when I set these streams up, usually I go live right after I set these streams up. So when I do, I just go ahead and go live. And that's probably what it is for a lot of people. They don't get the notifications until like maybe 20, 30 minutes later, something like that. So that's probably what it is, I would have to imagine. But either way, man, we'll give you a good stream here tonight on him. Oh, what the hell that is. I don't know what that was. Anyway, let's see what we got here. for us this afternoon. The bachelor tax. Let's get this up here. We'll go ahead and start. Like I said, we're not going to be over on Rumble Dumble. I didn't feel like setting this up over on Rumble tonight, so we're just going to be over here chilling on YouTube. And I think that'll be enough for the afternoon. I think it will be good there. I see Doc Holiday coming on in here. They'll follow the Romaine path. Yeah. I forgot you were live. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm thinking about going live every Saturday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I can tell that the notification did not go out like it was supposed to, and so we're probably, I don't know, probably going to see a lot more people come in a little bit later on. And of course, the Fappening facility will be on later tonight, so we'll be over there on the Fappening facility enjoying all of that. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen today. We'll probably wind up just having about a small crowd in here tonight. Roman, how did that get in there? You been eating something with romaine lettuce? Oh no, man. You eating something with romaine lettuce in it? Pretty good ham. All right. But like I said, good to see all of you this evening. Let's get into this tonight. Like I said, Japan is facing a single bachelor tax. They're coming after the men in Japan, apparently, who do not want to get married. So they're going to get it out of you one way or another. It is what it is. Hold on, let me sprinkle a little bit of seasoning in here. I got this Dale's seasoning from the Piggly Wiggly, and it's got a steakhouse blend to it. I like to put on my food every now and again, give it a little bit more pep. I don't use salt, just use a little bit of seasoning. And that works great. Drinking bourbon. Oh, hell yeah, man. Get your drinks out, do what you're going to do. Let's get into this. Let's see what we got.
Enemy unit, all heads to battle stations.
On my way.
They will not let me
Immerse
skip
yourself in a
this.
thrilling naval story.
Incoming aircraft.
And assemble.
There we go.
What the Japanese government did was create a new contribution to finance family support programs and encourage the birth of more children.
Whose family? Again, why is the government making it people's problems to support families that already exist? That means the government believes you have a responsibility to help keep these families up financially that you didn't help create. Now, this is just in Japan, but this will go all over the world eventually. You'll see this happen all over the world, right? It's very interesting to me that the governments always feel that the citizens are responsible for this, that, and the third, and then passes a law that makes it so. I mean, whose call is that? Charging single men tax for being single. What could go wrong? Yeah. It helps encourage people to have families. Well, you know what? You could help encourage families. Now, again, this is Japan. I'm only speaking for America. I'm not speaking for Japan. I'm only speaking for America. So if you want to incentivize people to have families, maybe take all of these provisions out of the laws to give women money and prizes when they feel like leaving. Stop awarding children to women 95% of the time instead of men in divorce court. Stop taking their property. Stop trying to go after their pensions. Stop making it easy for the redistribution of wealth to happen. And these men might just come back. Some MGTOW men probably won't never come back. That's just the bottom line to it. Fish got news. Did they pass a bachelor tax? That's what we're fixing to find out here. Late but no notification. Fishy. Kitty biscuits. Oh, I got you right here, Mr. Ray.
Fishy clean.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope all's well with you. Fish got nukes. It can't happen in America, though. They would have to get rid of civil rights laws first. GL with that, yeah. Hey, you never know. You never know what they're planning on over here, man. I stay drawn up wondering what they're going to do next over here in America, but they'll try something, I guarantee it. All right, Plantation Matt. Yo, good to see you, man. Hope all's well with you. Last time, the same will happen like last time. The single men will pay the tax and let the corrupt system go away. Didn't they try this in ancient Rome when the birth rates died? Does sound very familiar, don't it? A bachelor tax would be a gross violation of American civil rights law. Yeah, it would. Here's the thing, though. Fish, you're not wrong. But here's the thing, though. We've seen how easy it is for these people to change the laws. All they have to do, and like I said yesterday or day before, all people have to do is be able to have the resources to lobby against the lawmakers and get things passed in the laws you have no idea about till it's too late. Right? So there's no telling what they're doing behind closed doors, meeting and exchanging money, helping get this stuff passed in the law, whatever. You know, that's the part that we need to focus on. How do people have the ability to do that? You know, that's something that needs to be investigated. Outlaw check Discord DM. Hold on, what you got over here, dude? Yeah, once you pull up, come on. Ancient Rome. Okay, gotcha. Ancient Rome did not directly pay women cash to have children. Instead, Emperor Augustus offered legal and social privileges through the Justium Liberorum, the right of 3 children. Women who gave birth to 3 or more children were freed from the strict male guardianship system and could inherit and manage wealth independently. The Roman state used a mix of incentives and penalties to combat declining birth rates, particularly among upper classes. Property rights. Women with 3 or more children were no longer subject to control by a male relative and gained the right to control their own inheritances. Ooh, interesting. Good job, Riggs. Yeah, hell yeah. So they have tried something like this before. Wonder how that'll play out.
The problem is that those who don't have children will end up paying this bill. That's why many people started calling this measure a single person tax, which is essentially the same thing that happens here in Brazil. If you're single and working, the government takes money from you, not from taxes, to pay for the Bolsa Familia program so that people who can't afford to survive. And this is creating tremendous chaos. We have 3 states where there are more people receiving Bolsa Familia than are working with formal employment contracts. Well, and many people who receive this benefit don't want to work. In other words, we're the ones paying the price. Regardless of whether you're single, married, and a parent, but you work, you pay for this wretched system to keep running. And what about the ever-increasing cost of living? People are avoiding having children. That's what's happening in Japan, for example.
It's like anything else. When people dating, cohabitation, marriage, men are pattern recognizers. Piece of shit truck going by. Hold on. When people recognize that something is a liability, when they cannot afford it, when they're not going to pay into it, they're not going to participate in it. Like I keep telling you in these previous streams, when men start figuring out that everything is behind the paywall, when things cost, they're going to adapt because of the pattern recognition they're seeing. All right, now it may take a given length of time, but usually they come around over time and they will course correct. Now, sad to say, some of it is too late. There's been a lot of irreversible damage in this culture that we can't undo. Too many people that's killed themselves over this that we can't get back, right? So, like I said, when you turn everything into a financial paywall, when it turns into a subscription service, when it turns into, there's going to come a point where people are just going to be like, no, I can do without it. I don't want to pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it. Child care, when you look at how much Pampers is, you have formula, when you look at what toys and cribs and every bit of that costs, and that's daily. You don't get to do that like groceries, buy it for like a week or two at a time and hope it stays. No, babies have to have child care 24/7. So you're coming out of pocket constantly to keep these babies upkept. But it's not because it should cost anything. It's not because it's a thing. It's because they've made it so expensive. These companies set the prices of these things and then they refuse to budge off of them because they're trying to make a profit off cheap China-made junk. In my opinion. Child caring it's become something completely different that it's not. Hey, MGTOW Phoenix, this is what happens when you don't gatekeep. Voting like MGTOW is gatekept. Oh, I forgot to piss off my haters today. Hey guys, hey, haters of the channel. Haters of the channel. Hey, listen. I love it. Let me play that again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to play that one more time. I hope it does piss y'all off, motherfuckers. You deserve to stay mad. Stay mad. You hear what I'm telling you? Stay the fuck mad. You ain't hurting my feelings. Stay mad. Stay mad, homie. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. Homosexuality is not welcome in this philosophy. People that practice that nonsense is not welcome here. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care who talks shit on the internet. I don't care who you go bitching and whining and crying to help you. Ain't gonna happen. Let's see here. Get back to it. When you allow over emotional women to say, this is what happens. Doc Holliday, raising one child costs hundreds of thousands of dollars for one kid back before crappy Joe Pants administration. Yeah. Absolutely. Honeycomb. And that's where the furries lost their collective minds. Oh, we'll play it one more time for good measure. This philosophy does not welcome homosexuality. Now, if you see guys in here making jokes about other men being that, understand that that's jokes. That's not because they actually are homosexual. You understand the difference? Somebody knew, Mean Fox, a single father could raise a kid on a deserted island for free with a spring and fish to eat. A married man will need all the scams marketed to them by daddy government. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Society, there ain't no way this society will escape the all-seeing CCTV eye, though. Just saying. Hey, good to see you. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Let's get back to it, man.
And this infuriates the system because politicians, big businessmen, the families that have controlled this world for centuries, or like large landowners. The landowner sees his wealth, his power, when his cattle multiply. And that's how they are seeing people multiply. More slaves, more people to consume, more power they will have. But we live in a kind of indirect slavery. Just look at it. Most people working frantic just to pay bills,
No idea who this guy is talking, by the way. He does sound kind of weird.
right? Most don't even live, they just survive. They are dependent on a damn salary. Every hour, things get more ease. And the more people,
Who sets the salaries? If and I don't know how it is in Japan, but I'll say this for America. When your corporations are trying to take over the job markets in every field, when they're trying to monopolize all of the job industry under their umbrella corporations, Johnson and Johnson, Kellogg's, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, all these places, right? And they set the price of this stuff, and you don't have any direct competitors anymore because all the mom and pop joints have been shooed out of here, bought up. All right. What do you think happens now here in Alabama? I don't know how it is in any of you guys' places, but here in Alabama, there is a monopoly on the power company called Alabama Power. They don't have any direct competitors. Every one of our power company power bills comes through Alabama Power. They set the price, and people either pay it or they go without power. And what's crazy is because there's no competitors. See, in capitalism, you have to have competition in order for it to be genuine capitalism. What you got here is crony capitalism. It's not real capitalism. You got to have companies that compete against one another to see, how much cheaper they can make it, or how much more sales they can make, or what have you. Try to get customers back in the door. Competition breeds better prices for everybody around, depending upon how much, quality they put into their products, goods, and services. That's real capitalism. People to have the free market to be able to compete, create products, goods, and services, compete with each other, that sort of thing. When you've got what we have here in America, which is corporations buying up and getting rid of small businesses and monopolizing the job industry, that is not capitalism. That is something entirely different. Capitalism is a free market where anybody can compete if they have startup costs and have something they can provide the community at large. So when you have all of these big major box stores selling all this shit with no direct competitor, I mean, who's competing against fucking Walmart? Who's competing against fucking Home Depot and Lowe's? Who's competing against fucking Target? Who's competing against all of these major billion-dollar corporations that sends their labor overseas to make cheap China goods and then ship it back here and don't pay very much in taxes? Right? Who can compete against that? Who's going to compete against that? First mistake is school and school tax, which has become a babysitting scam for lazy moms. Yeah. Not wrong. I can't say that I want to do that, but it's possible. Yep. I work for Alabama Southern Company. Alabama has some co-ops, and we also have TVA, but we are regulated power with a commission. Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. I know, though, that where we're living here in the greater Birmingham area, I won't tell you where I'm at. Honeycomb, if you want to find out, get with me over on Discord. I'll tell you exactly where I'm at. Some of you here knows if you've ever shipped anything to me or me you. Where we live, Alabama Power services the entire place we're at. Nobody else. Nobody else. Hold on. Had a hair in my mouth. I'm on now. Hate getting hair in my mouth. It's time for a trim. Time for me to trim my beard. Time to. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. Helped with age is a true blessing. Yeah, you ain't wrong. I haven't paid for insurance since 2017. Don't think we don't have a lot of sway with the board, though. Alabama Power is a big pusher of higher rates. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is it's not a bad thing if you have competitors. I didn't say Alabama Power was an evil company. I just said that they're a monopoly. They have the monopoly on the power companies over here where we're at. They are the only place that has the power that I know of that we pay like every month. They need some competition, is all I'm saying. I mean, now me and Pops lives in this 1,100 square foot house that, Mom recently passed away in. It's got a 30 by 40 shop in the backyard that also has power hooked to it with a 220 and whatnot. That 220, that's some juice. That 220 is pulling some juice off that power line. And a phase converter for, all of the heavy machines and stuff in that little 30 by 40 shop. And then we have another property that has a building on it, another 30 by 40 building that has, seen better days, but it's got power hooked to it that we pay. And for years, Alabama Power has been the only company we had to pay to pay for the cost to have it up. And it's not too bad here where we're at. I think for this house here, I'm trying to think. I think it's I think we're right at 100 and I think we're right at averaging about 130ish, 140ish every month, right in there. This building right here in the backyard is 40 to 60 something bucks a month, and then the other property is like 15, 16 bucks a month because ain't nobody ever goes over there. So I had to take me a swig or something. I'm not living in the States, so it's whatever. Yeah, I got you, brother. I got you. Arbaro, good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. Big Angry Phil. The Blicks in the Juice. Blicks in the Juice. Yeah, we're on Jew, too. We're on the Blicks in the Juice, too. Bean Fox. What I'm saying is that raising kids is expensive pretty much because we let women vote a long time ago. Oh, yeah. Yeah, women were used for their privilege to vote, and they helped vote in a lot of shit that's, gotten a lot of people a lot of power over the culture. That's a fact. That's a solid fact. Yeah. Hold on, gents. Give me just a second here. Got some old boy down the street going ape shit at the park. I don't know what he's playing. They've been playing all kinds of oldies music all day today, man. I've been hearing them out there. There we go. There we go. Trim a little bit of that hair out of my mouth there. Good grief, man. Got to get my scissors and snip a little bit, man. Oh, you aren't wrong. Just saying rates will go up if we get data centers, which I think we did get one recently. Birmingham's about to get one built. I just saw it yesterday on Facebook that Birmingham is getting one built in the Oxmoor Valley, and nobody in the community voted for it. That's what I'm saying. That's the bureaucracy we're talking about. When people do this stuff behind closed doors and don't get the community say, that's what we're talking about. Your government, your politicians, your mayors, your your senators, congressmen, when they're doing that without the say so of citizens, they're too big. They're too big. They are too big. And that's a problem. Yeah, Birmingham is about to get one, and I heard the other day where Bessemer's about to get one. And I don't live too awful far from Bessemer. I'm not going to say where, but I don't live too awful far from Bessemer, and they're about to get one. Nobody wants it. Nobody needs it. We don't need data centers. We don't want them here. Get them out of our state. Take them somewhere else. Return to sender. We don't want none. Zach Bowen, good to see you. Because you know what it is, and I know what it is. You know what that is. You know what data centers are. Every one of you knows. I have big utility bills, but I have 3 shops and an RV pulling power with the house. Yeah. You staying in an RV, brother? Or have you got to hook up the RV to run the stuff to keep it, from going out and tearing up and all that? That's probably what you probably happen to do. Hook it up and let the generators and stuff on. Little Johnny has to see the doctor 4 times a year, so make mommy feel good. Yeah. We'll all need our own hamster wheel for power. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Zach, I sent you a short clip on Discord. You might need to mute for YouTube because the song on it, but it's funny. All right, we'll check it. We'll take that out here in a second. Absolutely. Outlaw, you got a cholo living down the street. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Down here at the park, we got a city park down here, right? And these jokers are down here today. I don't know what the city where I live is doing, but buddy, we got homies out there singing Diana Ross and whatnot. Hold on, Pops is calling me. Give me a second, gents. back to it here, gentlemen. See, we got a bunch of comments coming on in. See what we got here. Would rather hear oldies than faggy mumble rap. Yeah. Boy, they going to town on that Diana Ross and Aretha Franklin a while ago. And man, they were playing all kinds of music out there. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. Douglas Edwards, what's the meaning of this? What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. What do you want to beat that woman lives in free Section 8? What do you want to bet that woman lives in free Section 8 housing? Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Keep going down here real quick. Ooh, 346. Good to see you, man. Ain't seen you in a long time. I'm glad you could find the channel. I am glad to have you back on the channel, brother. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, we're glad to have you back, man. 16 people here in the MGTOW house. We'll put that link out to you here pretty soon. I want to get through this and see what we got going here.
The more exploitation. But the employer loves to see thousands of people competing for a low-paying job to receive minimum wage. And the person who has a family, has children, becomes completely dependent on this job, this salary, and can hardly escape this system. And politicians also love the people to pay taxes. They don't care about anyone's life. When birth rates are low, their concern is the INSS, the Brazilian Social Security Institute, goddamn rotten pyramid scheme, which is the same thing that happens in Japan too, because having more elderly people than young people causes tremendous panic. The money that's deducted from your INSS today isn't going to you. It's going to pay current retirees and yours. The contributor may not even have been born yet. And when I see these articles about declining birth rates, it's always the same conversation. Brazil is rich in resources. There will be a labor shortage. There will be a shortage of this and that. In other words, they're worried about slaves, about people to serve, not about anyone's life. Human's life. You can see that the cost of living never goes down. It's always sky high. They don't care. They want to see everyone in jail. If you buy a car, you pay 60% in taxes. Yeah. Electronics here are 40%. It's absurd, isn't it? If you want to buy something from abroad, you have to pay the government too. It's a cruel system. They want people to have children so badly, but take a look at the schools. The government doesn't care about education. And if you try to teach your child to be independent, you'll be treated like a criminal because they want everyone to be subject to the Ministry of Education, to their teaching standards, because they're...
That's why they want all these kids in school. They don't want them in homeschool. They don't want them outside of their influence. If a majority of people sent their kids to homeschool, I don't even care. I don't know about private schools. I know that homeschooling is probably the absolute best way to get them away from this. I've seen it in person. You know they're going to have a problem with that. Well, why is that? Well, they spend all this tax money to build these nice new schools to supply the education your kid's going to learn, hire the people they want to teach these kids, which is usually DEI and ESG hires, a lot of women, because for some reason they don't like men anymore teaching in the classrooms like they used to. Wonder why that is. And yet you're still seeing homosexuality. You're still seeing a lot of things in the classroom that should not be. You're still seeing a lot of these teachers raping these kids and whatnot. Yeah, there's still a lot of pedophilia going on in these classrooms that should not be. A lot of dangerous things being taught to these kids that they're not going to forget growing up. Let's see what we got here. And men don't need to take out loans. They only do it to impress the women. If you don't take out a bank loan, you can't commit tax fraud by lying about your income on the papers. Hold on, had something on my mouth there. Got a little bit of seasoning from that sandwich there. A judge in Brazil just sentenced the parents to 4 years in jail because they didn't teach the woke agenda to their girls. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. College is a scam unless you're getting a degree in whatever. It's just more debt racking up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying to commit bank fraud or tax fraud. I'm saying not to participate in the system. No, yeah, well, I don't disagree with you. I absolutely don't disagree with you. I would just say, you know what will happen if people goes off grid and suddenly the government's like, hey, where'd all these people go? They'll come after you. They'll try to find you. Fox, it sucks. We're heading more and more into cashless society. Yeah, that's what it all is. Who 346? They have kept people employed to build new schools and hospitals. Our health in OKC has been under construction since 70. Damn. I live in Amish country, far from the city. Globalist scum have taken over almost every institution and industry in this country. Everything is dependent on everything. It's called a system for a reason. Yeah. Yes, sir. Y'all ain't wrong.
Your child is being watched and monitored, isn't he? To learn what they want, huh? Right. And so the story repeats itself. The student spends a decade in school and leaves without knowing what their future will be, what career to pursue. Then they fall into this system of courses, of college to serve, where there are more and more chiefs and fewer Indians. There's this collapse too, isn't there? Thousands of people who have graduated, who have qualifications, and can't work in their field. That's totally depressing. Then many people have to submit to miserable jobs, even though they have good qualifications. It's nice to have children for the rich, the politicians, the big businessmen, because they have heirs, right? While the poor have children to serve them. And in Japan, because they have a better education, they are people who think but are more critical. They are getting away from it. A young person there.
Yeah, if you're smart, you'll get away from the inner cities. If you're smart, you'll get as far away from a city as you possibly can. Any kind of a city, town, what have you. If you're smart, you'll get away from all of that. Because once shit starts popping off, like we've been talking about, that's where it's going to start. And then it's going to spread outward into the countryside where everybody lives. Where do you think all this top-down brass is going to come from and going to go to? Go to your inner cities. Your cities are going to adopt all of this new age bullshit first, because that's the most developed area in your town, your city, your state, country, county, whatever. And then it's going to trickle downward into the small provinces, the small one-horse trough towns like I live in, like some of you live in. You can't escape it. Unless you go off grid and completely get rid of all cellular devices, anything electronic, unless you can do that, they'll find you. They'll find you. These people that live off grid, and again, I'm in complete agreement with people who live off grid. I like the idea. If you have any kind of smart devices on you, you're already being tracked. You see these people that live in the van lifestyles, and people that lives in these makeshift buses and campers and stuff, and drives around the country. You're being tracked. Come on. They know where you are. Your cellular devices, your smart laptops, all that, they're emitting a signal. It's a red flag. So the smartest wisdom I was ever given years ago was to throw away all cellular devices. Get rid of tablets, get rid of phones. Don't have none of that in your house. None of it. They can't track you through that if you don't have it. I literally live in an area that has 2 streets and a post office. I'll never live in the city again. I don't blame you. I never seen a purple-haired homo in the Amish community yet. You probably won't see homos in the Amish community either. That goes highly against their religion. If they believe in the book, the Bible, yeah, that goes against their religion. You won't see it. Go back to books and real dumb. Yeah, because books you can't change like that. Books are permanent unless you rewrite them in another book. You can't change a book. You can't physically change the words and alter it like a wiki page, to fit what you're want it to say. A book says what it is. People don't like books in modern day and age because you can't change it. You can't, just ain't possible. Riggs Jr. off grid is where it's at. Yeah, your devices give you location away, but it minimizes them in your business and tracking. They got satellites, they can read the money in your hand. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Absolutely. My road you can't get down without a lift kit. Absolutely. 15 people still here. We are almost at the top of the hour here. And we're going to continue on here just a few more minutes here. I'm going to get the panel up here.
First, to live their life alone. At least it's not so much responsibility, right?
Yeah.
They can have the basics. And here in Brazil, man, most people can't even have the basics. Right? A car, a house. That's not supposed to be a dream, man. That's supposed to be something simple, common, that everyone should be able to achieve. Brazil is gigantic. There's land everywhere, but take a look at the real estate. Most people can't afford to buy, right? And those who can will have to stay there for 30, 40 years paying for it. And in a terrible place in the famous peripheries where there are houses everywhere, neighbors you can't get rid of, right? The noise is loud. There are a lot of dogs barking all day long. People dealing drugs right outside your house, making a racket. The asphalt is all broken, and you already know all the problems. Anyone who lives in the outskirts of Brazil knows what it's like. There's no culture, no leisure, nothing. And life here boils down to chasing money to survive. When they manage to take a trip, all their money is gone, all their savings are gone, right? Right? What kind of life is this that we have here? And the Japanese are leaving this system also because marriage. But marriage brings no benefit whatsoever. The cost of living is extremely high, isn't it? Children mean more problems, more responsibility.
Greed. When people at the top brass that don't live down here on the reality that we do, and they think that their reality is they just get to keep upping the price of things and upping and keeping things the way they are, when they don't live in reality, when they don't get personally affected by the reality that they create for the people on the ground bottom. Yeah, it's easy for them to be out of touch with reality like they are. I mean, we live this every single day. They don't. Yeah, these people don't live poverty, paycheck to paycheck, under their own system, under their own rules. That's the whole point. Because that's not for them. That's for you. Right? And that's why so many people hates what we got. Now, if that's over in Japan, if that's in Brazil, if that's all over the culture, then it's a global thing. It's got to be. This is not a coincidence that all of these countries are suffering. The people are suffering damn near the exact same. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. That's called pattern recognition. Pattern recognition. When you see other cultures going through all of this, like what we're doing, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what that was. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
More
Hold on, guys.
population to multiply even more. And there are people who
Well, yeah. I mean, again, if they just want the population to multiply and they don't plan on changing any of the laws or rules to accommodate the growth of that, then you know what they're trying to do. You know what this is about. They want more people working, putting in their free labor, time, energy, consent, validity to power this system to help give them more power and control that they don't ever have to lift a finger to do. You provide it all to them because they quote unquote own it on paper. And then they're going to use it against you and everybody else in the culture once it's all complete and said and done. That's what's happening right now with the whites. The whites were used to help build this system up through the 20th century. Free labor, free this, that, and the other, free consent. Now that it's almost to the point of AI, now they're taking it out of your hands, and now they're trying to get the people out of the way that helped build it because we can't have that. You want to tell me it's any different? I'm listening. Go ahead. Tell me what's happening that's different from what we're talking about here this afternoon. Do you see it any way different? Go ahead and tell me. Because what I'm seeing, that's why they rush to do data centers. Yeah, make your own food, collect your own power, water. Currently, they can't stop us. Yeah. The data centers is going to eventually start collecting data on each and every citizen. If you've got a digital footprint at all, they're going to put your data in those centers and they're going to sell it. They're going to sell it to these companies and they're going to make money off you by learning who you are, tailor things to your taste. We know what this is, folks. We know what they're doing. We've been warned time and time again for the last several decades, way before any of us MGTOW ever came on the scene. There were people warning you way back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. George Orwell was warning you back in the day when he wrote 1984, Animal Farm, and other books that he famously wrote. People knew. They just knew they probably weren't going to live long enough to see it. Our generation is going to live long enough to see this. Before me and you pass away, I'm talking about us millennials and older Gen X. Before our generation passes away, we're going to see this come to pass. This is going to happen. I'm already nearly 40 years old, and I have lived long enough to see the culture shift a drastic amount since I was in school. 20 years ago, when I was still in school, the culture was still different. Now, yeah, it's a lot worse. All right, let's get back to her.
think children are toys, right? Oh, how cute and so on. Then the child grows up, suffers at school, and soon they're having to beg for a damned overpaid job, working in a factory, seeing their dreams all go away. Oh, fighting to escape this system that was designed for them to lose, isn't it? But people don't see that. They're always distracted by trivialities, gossip, nonsense, football, and they can't even see the rot and true suffering. Personally, I think it's absurd to bring someone from non-existence into this world that is a meat grinder. It's almost bizarre to see these government aid programs happening in Japan. Here, this Bolsa Familia family allowance program. People who will go to future so that the wretches in power can always live a life of luxury. This world has an owner. This world belongs to heirs. And the poor are just cheap labor to suffer, to pick up garbage, to collect leftovers, to consume.
Yes. You are the tax chattel. You are the cattle. You are used for your labor, your consent, your validity. You're doing all the heavy lifting, all of the creating, all of the building with your own two hands for somebody else. For somebody else to do what? To use it to market against you in the form of usury. if you work for any kind of corporation, those corporations are already bought and paid for by the lobbyists, by the bankers, by whoever has the resources to buy them out and help make policies and laws with those resources to use against you. And you know this because if you look at the laws currently, it doesn't benefit anybody. If you're working and paying taxes, whether you're a male or female, you're up shit creek. All of this is not just against men. It is against men, but it's not just against men. It's against women too. Got to look at the bigger picture, gents. Yeah, we talk about MGTOW solid here, and I won't never stop. But you got to look at the bigger picture as well. They're not just going after men. This is whoever's working. This is pretty much everybody in the culture. Everybody. The illegals too, the faggots too, the blacks too, whites too, everybody, men, women, whoever's here. You're all being used. And this system is being built by you to be used against you at a later date, probably right now. Just saying. I think, of course, outlaw because all the elites want globalism. I think they will just give out welfare to the people who choose to move to the 15-minute seas. Probably. Yeah, probably. And the first ones to vote for them are the Canyon Clits. Oh, he wants the original 11 herbs and spices recipe. Wait a minute. Come on.
Canyon Clip, Canyon Clip, there's not a thing corner that can make it fit.
Bring a bachelor tax on, I dare you. Men will find holes in the system and get around it. The government, needs data centers to keep track of us and control our behavior. No phone. Yeah. No phones. Yeah. Again, how are you going to get by in this system without being able to communicate with others? I mean, yeah, it is true that we do need some sort of a phone to get by, but that used to be called a landline. Used to be called the telephone. Used to be able to track people that way, call people that way. You notice how all of these landlines are disappearing? Think that's a coinky dink? That ain't no coinky dink. Make your own food, collect your own power or water. Currently, they can't stop us. Yeah, exactly. Hina, good to see you, man. Hope all's well with you. Cattle goys, don't wake. The Chubby Chasers is here. What up, Hina? I'm going out in my shift. Hell yeah, man. Good to see you, brother. Hope all's well with you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we're there. Put the link out to you. All right, let's see. Get you guys up here on what's going on here. 16 people still in the MGTOW house. Don't disrespect my queens. Pay your taxes to fund Braxton, Tyrone Jr., and Juanito. How's a bachelor tax going to work in a country with homosexual marriages? Guys will just marry their buddies to avoid the tax. LO. Singletown, you joke about that, but I have actually heard of people wanting to do that. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking when I say that. I've heard of people wanting to do that. Not because they're gay, but because people are going to find loopholes. They're going to find ways around this. Holy shit. Oh, holy shit.
To be slaves. Life boils down to that, doesn't it? You only need to see if you don't want to. So enjoy your time here on Earth, right? Right. If you're single, live your life your way. Don't worry about these government stories about what will happen in the future. Doesn't matter. They don't care about your future. So don't worry about theirs. About the curse system they created. That's the collateral damage. They increased the damn cost of living. Created a bunch of awful laws, encouraged relationships, and now they're playing the victim.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Push the wrong button. Let me see what we got here. All right. Let me see. See if I can get it on this one.
The singles tax
Oh, outlaw is not.
has been criticized as a national tax.
No, sir. Outlaw's not going to marry nobody. Outlaw's going to marry him. They both love her. That's all they ringing about. Oh, you're retarded. So retarded. Enoch, speaking of McQueens, where'd it go? Hold on. Oh, good Lord. Never mind, dude. I thought it was going to work. It's not going to work. All right. Let's get back to this. Link is have been provided if you want to come up on panel and hang out for a while. We'll finish this up and then we'll go watch something else and have a good time. How about that? We'll chill out and talk about other things besides serious matters at hand.
This system was introduced in April 2026. But salary workers will are covered by health insurance associations and church constitutional managed by the regional association. The employer pays half of the cost. The amount of the individual's burden varies depending on annual income, but according to the assets of the Children and Families Agency, it is 350 yen per person for health insurance association members and 100 yen for both national health insurance members and those covered by the medical care system for the elderly. However, it has also been decided that the amount will increase from 2027 onwards. The government explains that the burden of...
Hold on, give me just a second here. There we go. I don't know why this shit's fucking up. There we go. All right.
It's doing
Mr.
it.
Doc, what's going on?
It's doing
sir?
it to me too, man. If you're holding down
Stay
the
young.
space bar, it'll speed the video up by double, but the processing speed thinks that you're holding it down, and it'll do that on every video sometimes.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. What's going on, brother? How about
not much. You was talking about who you was planning on marrying. I'm gonna marry Pamela Henderson.
Huh. Huh. Might be who all these other men goes with too.
Well, all jokes aside, I had heard of the concept of just two straight guys marrying and pretending to be gay, but I don't know if I could do that, to be honest, because I think you have to kiss the other one at the marriage ceremony, and I can't make myself do that.
No, I've heard that too. I can't remember where I heard that, but there was guys joking about that a while back. No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I like my single life too much. But it's a system that believes that everybody is a collective, right? The system believes that you are a collective, that you don't have individual autonomy, that you're supposed to be part of a bigger, greater system. And they treat you like that, and they write the laws accordingly like that. Plain to see.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't go along with it. I'm sorry that they think that I belong to them, but they're sadly mistaken. I don't belong to them. They can suck my cock, but better not say that because they may actually want to do that. So
yeah, it depends on who you're talking to.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you ain't wrong. May need to watch. May not need to say that.
Just tell them to eat a bag of dicks. How about that?
Dude, you don't have a wedding. Just do the paperwork. Certainly not in a church, for God's sake. Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Social insurance premiums will be reduced through wage increases and social security spending reforms, and that the burden from the subsidies will be borne by the government. But since the benefits are biased towards child-rearing households, single people and those without children are criticized for not benefiting. Comments of dissatisfaction and shock have been posted, such as, "I honestly can't accept X either," and "The single tax has finally started." Owako, a former NAC political reporter and journalist, also stated on January 7, 2026, when she appeared on the third Fuji.
Here's a very real red pill. Why is my sexual status the government's business? Why is my relationship and sexual status the government's business?
It's not.
Well, exactly, but they think that it's their business to tell you, yeah, we're gonna need you to pay some more money, because you ain't dating or marrying nobody. I don't recall. See, that's the thing. I don't recall, and I know you guys don't recall these people having, heard you vote for that. You didn't vote for that. Oh, I dropped something before. That's just it. We didn't vote for any of this. That's the whole point of what I started off saying a while ago. This bureaucracy hiding, happening behind closed doors. I get you. It's worth just paying it so you don't have too many to marry a bro. Yeah. Oh yeah. We live in a beehive, and only the top feeds on royal jelly. Yeah, that's it. You're a worker bee. It's all you've ever been. It's all I've ever been. You getting it? We're disposable. We'll die off, and someone will take our place. The first time I ever thought about that, oh, I said it. I said it. I gotta play it. The first time that ever dawned on me that I was a worker bee, right? And you were a worker bee, and we were all disposable. We would die. Somebody would take our place. It set everything else into motion. It made sense of everything else. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
See if I can find one other. See if I can find one other video on this topic, and then we'll be done. Trying to find one that don't sound retarded. All these Japanese bitches. Oh, here we go. See if we can show this. Oh,
The business
powerful empires over the
taxpayer. The tax burden rate of 33%.
shoot up. Come on, StreamYard. StreamYard. Good Lord, man. Freaking StreamYard going nuts. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good grief. This StreamYard is acting retarded today.
Well, earlier your internet was roboting real bad.
When was that?
Probably 30 minutes ago. Maybe.
Before the video ended?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Insurance burden rate for working single people has reached a record high of 33%. 3% of their salary disappears the moment they start working. compared to 2000. This is the from April next year, the so-called single tax, a child rearing support allowance, will be added to health insurance premiums and will be collected from single-person households and distributed to families with children, resulting in a
making you responsible for families you didn't even help create in Japan. Don't think that won't happen here? That'll happen here if it ain't already. Whether you have a family or whether you don't, they're going to take a percentage of your wages to go support them directly. How do you like that? How do you, if you live in Japan, you're listening to this, how do you feel about that? Do you like that? Do you like them telling you where your money's going to go? I'm going to tell you now, I don't. That's taxing the working man to pay for Chad and Tyrone's children is all it is. Yes. Yes. It's their way of keeping their fucked up Sodom and Gomorrah system going. Sodom and Gomorrah.
a complete separation benefits and burdens. This is not was easily watered down by the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. Today, we will thoroughly expose this structure with numbers. The national burden rate of 46% is the very essence of the 5-item 5% tax. The national burden rate for fiscal 2025 announced by the Ministry of Finance is 46.1%, and the forecast for fiscal 2026 is 45.7%, meaning that nearly half of income is paid to the government in the form of taxes and social insurance.
Nearly half of your wages are paid into social programs, insurance, taxes, if you live in Japan.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible.
To help keep up a system, full of people that you're not responsible for, but they say you are. And I'm telling people this because it will happen here. It will come here eventually. If it's not already here. Hell, your wages are probably being used for that right now on all these Section 8 single mom households. What little bit of relationships and marriages left. And they do that. They use children against you so that you can't say, well, you know, I don't want to pay this, because then they'll say, "Oh, what? I thought you were thinking about the children. I thought you wanted to protect children." And so basically, they're going to hold your wages against you hostage, basically forcing you to pay to people that you're not responsible for, you know, just to make you look like you have to stay consistent with what you're saying, right? And when it happens here, see that's why I say they're letting people say that we are protectors of children all we want to. That way, when these things get implemented and they use children against us and they use the welfare system and everything else against you and force you to pay into it, they're going to stand back and wait for you to say, well, I don't want to pay this. Oh, we thought you were for children. See, it proves our point. You people are evil. Do you see what game they're playing now? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, gone with John. Good to see you, man. Hope all's well with you. The biggest fraud in the USA is school bonds. I don't disagree, sir. Rules for radicals use their opponents' rules against them. Yeah. Think about everybody in this country that sits there and says that we are protectors of children, that we want children protected at all costs. Right? And again, that's not wrong to say. Don't twist what I'm telling you. Don't anybody here twist what I'm telling you. It's not wrong to protect children, but what I'm telling you is that's going to be used against you eventually in the law. They're going to use that against you where you can't say nothing. Your biological need to protect children, to provide and protect children, they're going to use that against you. Oh, we thought you were for the children. We just come up with a nice way to help protect children with a tax, and you don't want to pay? Oh, were you lying the whole time? What do we call that, gentlemen? What do you call people that do that kind of deception?
Manipulators.
Yes. Yes. Manipulating your emotions and manipulating your biology against you in the form of currency, of laws.
Gaslighting 101, buddy.
100%.
Premiums. This is the same level as the Tokumiya Imperial Household Agency in the Edo period. Farmers at that time were upset. In modern times, we continue to pay silently, just complaining on social media. The national burden rate in 2020 was 24.3% of income. It doubled to 37.2% in 2010 and 47.5% in 2022. Can the declining birth rate and aging population explain this? No, it does not. This is the result of no one stopping the Ministry of Finance-led tax increase policy. Single people of working age are particularly badly affected. They cannot use spousal deductions or unnecessary deductions, cannot receive childcare support, and are simply stuck on the receiving end. A single person with an annual income of 5 million yen pays about 100,000 yen more in income tax than a married person with the same annual income. Salaries have not increased, and only taxes and insurance premiums have increased. In the 25 years from 2000 to 2025, the annual tax and social insurance burden for single workers increased from 370,000 yen to 520,000 yen, an increase of 150,000 yen. Over the same period, wages grew by only 7.5%. In terms of real wages after deducting inflation, they are definitely negative. Looking at the world, Japan is the only country that is being left behind. In terms of real wages in OECD countries, the US increased by about 1.5 times in 1997. Germany increased by 1.3 times, and South Korea increased by 1.9 times, while Japan alone has either doubled or decreased.
All right, sorry
The
about
30-year stagnation is nothing but a policy failure. The consumption tax was introduced at 3% in 1989 and has been raised in stages to 5%, 8%, and 10%. Income tax has been falling on the surface, but deductions have been reduced one after another, and special taxes such as the special income tax for reconstruction have been added. The flow of social insurance premiums deducted from wages has been quietly but steadily increasing. The singles tax is not a form of childcare support, but an income tax. The child rearing support grant system will start in April next year. It will be collected from all generations. On top of health insurance premiums.
Are going to pay this tax.
Hey, man. You're roboting real bad.
How would you? Huh?
Yeah,
Can you
you're
not hear me?
roboting. Yeah, you're starting to clear up now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Meaning, no matter who you are in Japan, you're going to pay this tax. Now, how would you like to be of retirement age and knowing you've got to go back and start paying taxes again?
Yeah, that's horse shit, man.
Yeah, just to pay for people who you have no responsibility to, no accountability, don't even know who they are, never met them a day in your life, but yet now your government says you're responsible for their upkeep through your tax dollars.
Well, all it's going to do is shift the way rich people earn their income. They will find other loopholes the common folk that don't know any better will end up paying the burden of the bill, which is, that's really wrong, man.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah, that's fucked up. That is extremely fucked up. And it only gets worse from here. Sorry, I thought I had one in the chamber.
Employees, civil servants, self-employed people, pensioners, whether they have children or not, will pay. However, only households with children will receive the benefits. Automatic allowances will be expanded. Childbirth support, child care services. None of these will be returned to those who pay for them. There will be a complete separation of benefits and burdens. Public opinion polls clearly show the backlash against this system, which violates the principles of Social Security. 75.6% of those without children feel that this system is unfair, and surprisingly, 63.7% of households with children also say it is unfair. Even the beneficiaries are not in favor of such an unusual system. In the first place, why should single people who have chosen not to have children bear the cost of raising someone else's child? The root cause of the low birth rate is that the working generation has become so poor that they cannot even get married. Taking money from single people and distributing it to married people will not increase the number of marriages. On the contrary, it will only accelerate the number of unmarried households. The tax cut pledge of the Takaichi administration was crushed by the Ministry of Finance. The LDP Japan Innovation Party coalition in October 2025 clearly stated that social insurance premiums would be reduced. The Japan Innovation Party had been advocating a plan to reduce social insurance premiums for the working generation by 60,000 yen per year. The source of funds was to streamline medical expenses. In particular, it was to make OTC drugs covered by insurance and to make elderly medical care a self-pay portion. However, in December 2025, the ruling party decided not to make OTC drugs covered by insurance. This was a result of pressure from the industry and senior citizens groups. Discussions on making 30% of elderly medical care a 30% and reducing social insurance premiums has disappeared. The reduction itself has also been watered down. Prime Minister Takaichi.
What do you know? The funds used to reduce Social Security benefits and all that has dried up. What do you know? Bureaucracy, government. Well, that sounds familiar. Thanks for giving us money. Now we're going to distribute it and use it to go on vacation and all that good shit. Where'd it go? Where'd our tax dollars go to fight this?
And they'll end up eating better than you, like the fucking SNAP benefits, bitches. That's fucking horseshit, man. Eating lobster and crab off of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you like that, good people? They again, this is why the governments are useless. They're worthless. They take your tax dollars and do with it as they please, and then they don't have to answer to you where it goes. They might show you if they feel generous enough where it went. It disappeared.
Their back pocket. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's exactly where it went. That is exactly where it went. They're useless. They are completely and utterly worthless. But it's not the government itself, it's the people who runs it. That's the problem. It's the greed, it's the control, it's the power that goes unchecked. That's the problem. Just saying. So
he spoke of tax cuts in his initial statement of intent, but his campaign promises have been changed one after another due to the obstacles posed by the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, and the Elderly Persons Association. The parties supporting the plan and the Japan Party have harshly criticized this situation. The LDP is, after all, an agent of the Ministry of Finance. The primary tax is nothing more than lip service before the election. The voices of optimism from the Hoshi faction, who claim that the LDP is reverting to the previous system, are growing louder day by day on the internet. Structural unfairness for late-stage elderly vehicles. The annual insurance premium cap for the late-stage elderly vehicle system for fiscal 2026 will be raised from 800,000 yen to 850,000 yen. The average monthly premium will be 7,989 yen, the highest ever. At first glance, it seems that the elderly are also being asked to bear a burden. However, look
Yes,
close.
because they are. Because everybody is going to be put on the hook for this system in Japan. You just saw a while ago where even the elderly are going to have to pay taxes again to the system.
Well, maybe I missed it, but it sure sounded like they said they're going to take this tax money and give it to everyone who has children. Does that also include people who are wealthy? Just asking for a friend.
Good question. Good question. And if they've got a history of taking the tax dollars and it disappearing and them doing whatever they want to with it, how do you even know that that tax money is going to go towards what they're talking about? What if it don't? What if we don't want to pay it? What if we don't believe in it and we don't want to pay it? Well, they're going to force you. You get to go to Japanese jail.
Closely at the numbers. Approximately 40% of the medical expenses for late-stage elderly people are subsidized from the insurance premiums of the working generation. Compared to when the system was introduced, the burden on the late-stage elderly themselves is 1.2 times higher, and the burden on the working generation is 1.7 times higher. The speed at which the
Yes, because again, look, it's just like here in America. Our current system does not value the elderly either. Why? They are a burden. They cost. They don't physically produce anymore. Everything has to be provided for them. They are a liability. Not because you and me sees our own parents and grandparents as that. That's the way the system itself looks at them. They're in the way. They're a liability. They cost. All that money that could be going into their pockets for, Dubai money and all that shit. Yeah, that's what it is. We don't want the elderly to have all this money. We don't want to have to keep them up. So they place the tax burden percentage on them and make them useful again to their system, which is still wrong because those people have paid in all their lives.
Yep, it is.
You're basically saying to all the future generations, as long as that's a law, that no matter how old you get, you're always going to be paying taxes. You're always going to be paying a tax of some kind to your government.
A living tax. If you're alive, you got to pay a tax.
Yeah.
If you're dead, you got to pay a tax.
Yeah, and that used to not be the case. The way they were promised years ago. Once you reach a certain age, you were supposed to be free of all that. That didn't happen. Pops right now. My dad, he's still being taxed on things right now. School tax, this tax, that tax, insurance, homeowners. Things that he might as well have been paying while he was still in his younger health. No justice.
Yeah, we all agree it's just another way for them to increase their revenue.
Sure, it's greed. The love of money.
Greed.
The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of it. When you love it and you go out of your way to get it, the things and the people that you're willing to use to get it.
Now I'm not going to try to buck the system here, but I think what the love of money is that you place the value of money over everyone else.
That's what I'm saying.
Not necessarily going out and trying to work hard for it.
No, that's what you had it right when you said it first. That's what I'm talking about. Because when you love money, when you love it, you will do whatever you have to get it. You will put it above everything else. You'll suspend your beliefs, your morals, ethics, values, principles. I've seen it far too many times with people.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton. Oh, did I say that out loud?
So, We got a Johnny Midnight and a Bacon in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Just a second here.
We're in trouble now.
Johnny Bacon, Arvero, good to see all of you coming on in this afternoon.
It's good to see you, Johnny Midnight.
Give me just a second, Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny, you give me a second? I get something. Hold on. I've got to get a better computer. Bandwidth is just shit on this one. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Zach sent me something here. Oh, yeah, we're going to check that out here in a minute. Oh, sure. We're going to check that out. Yeah, in fact, I'm in there. Where are you? Hold on, guys. Just a second here. Make sure we get this going here. There we go. And send people something. All right. Where's my rice à crinkles?
The burden is increasing is overwhelmingly faster for the working generation. Furthermore, the out-of-pocket burden for the elderly is 10% at the time of the original system, while it is 30% for the working generation. Even when receiving the same medical care, the working generation pays 3 times as much. Furthermore, this is the working age structure of 2030, where they are even subsidizing the elderly's medical expenses from their own insurance
How
premium.
would you like to be an elder Japanese man or woman that paid into this system your entire life? You've been tax-free for several years, and now your government suddenly makes it to where you have to pay again.
Yeah, it makes you want to be extra nice to them. No, sorry. This is opposite day, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
I think they're trying to push the button.
Young, single people raising children are silently supporting the elderly under the guise of...
No, go ahead, man.
No, I think we got a huge lag delay. I think that they're just trying to push people as far as they can, and then once they rebel, they'll back just off. It's the same concept in machining. When you're trying to machine a part and you push the end mill too hard where it breaks, you turn the machine down to just under to where it won't break, and keep running. That's what they're doing to the people.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good analogy. Yeah.
of mutual assistance between generations. However, the people providing support are themselves forced into an economic situation where they cannot get married or have children. This system is assumption tax is 9%, and the highest income tax rate is 22%. As a result, the country is operating at a surplus. Its infrastructure is of the highest standard in the world, and education and healthcare are also well developed. Hong Kong's is similar at about 14%, with the highest salary income tax rate at 17%, and no consumption tax. The burden of social insurance is also extremely light. In the United States, the federal and public taxes combined are about 26%. This is overwhelmingly lighter than in Japan. On the other hand, the burden rate in Sweden, a Nordic country, is high at about 43%. But in return,
43%. Jesus Christ.
Education up to university is free. Medical care is virtually zero. Pensions are also generous. Happiness is achieved despite the high burden. What about Japan? The burden rate is as high as in Nordic countries, but the quality of welfare is mediocre. If you go to a municipal university, you will pay 1 million yen per year. Medical care is a 30% burden. Pensions are only decreasing. The only solution is clearly to reduce the basic social insurance premiums and create a small government, which is the worst pattern in the world, not a low burden city. First, increase the take-home pay of the working generation by significantly increasing the income tax cut and basic deduction. Second, reduce social insurance premiums, review the government-funded share of medical expenses, and ask the elderly to respond. Third, reduce the authority of the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare to create a small government and take back the capital of taxes into the hands of the people. If the Takaichi administration cannot carry this out, voters will have no choice but to vote for the Nippon Seimei Party and the Democratic Party for the people on a policy basis in the next election. The Liberal Democratic Party and Komeito, which act as agents of the Ministry of Finance, will have to leave office. No one will be convinced if they are told that they are taking measures to address the declining birth rate when they have left a country where single working people are unable to get married or raise children. Tax cuts are the best measure to address the declining birth rate and the best economic.
Hold on, this thing's lagging. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you were breaking up pretty bad there.
It's this internet, man. I don't know. Unless it's the computer itself, I don't know.
Probably a combination.
Yeah, it is smaller government. I think that's what everybody would agree upon, that's what we need. Small government.
Very
government
small government.
Yeah, get the government out of the household, get it out of your personal life. There we go. That one in the chamber fired that time. There you go, Riggs. Get the government out of your business, your life. Get it out of there. Your health, your sexuality, none of that is their business. None of it. Like I said, this is how you know it's a problem. When they are deciding and making the decisions to do things against you, when they're deciding things for you and everybody else that you didn't have a say in, that's how you know your government's out of control. The problem is you have bureaucrats, you have all kinds of lobbyists that are behind the scenes lobbying, helping get laws changed, get laws passed that you have no idea about until it comes out later on, and then you're already being hit with the aftermath of that law. That's the problem. How do you stop that?
I can't say on YouTube what it'll take.
Pretty sure me and you's on the same page with that. Yeah, Johnny and Bacon talking about no government, small government. Well, no government would be.
You got to have some form of government. Should it be in every crevice of your life? No. No, it shouldn't. Some people can't self-govern.
Well, it always comes down to the people that runs it. Government itself is one thing. It's the people that runs it that's the problem. You know, when people get a taste of power, when they get a taste of money, when they get a taste of being able to buy their way out of trouble, to lobby for whatever they want using taxpayer dollars, when they figure out they can give themselves raises, that's it. You have to step in as a society and put a kibosh on it. Again, every bit of this don't happen unless you give your validity, consent, and say so. And again, that has to happen where everybody in the culture sees that, male and female. Because again, whether we want to admit it or not, MGTOW men, women work too. Their tax dollars are being wasted just like yours is. This is not a male versus female problem at this point. It's a people versus our system problem. We are simply addressing symptoms of a bigger problem.
Yep.
And it is affecting everybody in this culture. Everybody.
Most.
Well, whoever is working and paying in, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. It's your tax dollars. You got to have some form of cancer. No worries. I don't really bother arguing anymore. Y'all enjoy some baked beans. Well, I like I said, man. I know people that think that way, that believe that no government is the solution, but I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen it put to practice. I'm not really in favor of complete and total chaos in this culture myself, but yeah, I do too. I love baked beans too. Mr. Johnny, tubuku, tubuku, says Greg Jr. All right, we're almost done here, gent. We've got another maybe 5-10 minutes before we're done here this afternoon. I think the Fapman facility goes on later tonight. Yeah, Sean St. George just sent me the link here. Let's see. All right. Let's see what Mr. Zach's got for us. Zach wanted to send us this and us laugh at it. So, oh shit, what is this? Let's see here. All right, play this real quick. This Zach sent us this. He wanted us to watch this real quick. I don't know what it is. A healthy marriage.
When I find myself in trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And the broken-hearted people living in the world agree.
Yeah.
There will be an answer. Let it be.
I don't guess I don't know about that.
When I found
That last one got me, man. Oh, that was raunchy. Yeah, I know you're not even watching it, are you, Doc?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a game. I'm being an asshole.
Uh huh. Jesus Christ, that last one was rough, dude. Got to see that again.
times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my heart, she is
That was funny.
speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And the broken-hearted people living in the world agree.
Yeah.
There will be an answer. Let it be.
I don't guess I don't know about that.
I've seen one worse than that, man.
Last one.
I've seen one worse than that. So this guy
God,
about your
dude.
age and what looked like his grandmother were they were taking popsicles, and it looked like they were rubbing the feet of his grandpa that was clearly asleep. And she starts laughing, then he shoves the popsicle in her mouth. That's pretty gross.
Oh my god. Oh, here's some more of these. Let's see if any more of these.
Oh,
Holy shit. Oh, that was.
Wow.
Huh?
yeah, it's roboting real bad.
You not hear me?
Yeah, you're roboting though.
Jesus. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's a jellyfish. Watch out. Jellyfish.
Yeah, let me help you out a little bit. Why would you do that? No, why would you do that? LeBron.
Oh god, man. Well, stole her ice cream. Let's see if we got some more of these. What's this one?
When I find myself.
Yeah, it's roboting, man.
Oh shit. I guarantee that song will get. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, fuck it.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's funny.
Broken-hearted people living in the world agree there will be an answer. Let it be.
She's used to that.
There may be pardon, there is still a chance they will.
When I find myself.
Yeah, water hose girl's used to that, man.
Oh my god, man. I hope them songs don't get me hit. Probably will.
I'm afraid I think they might, buddy.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. Zach did tell me before I played him not to play the song. That might be on me, so let's see. We got some more of these. Find another one. Love is made in these little moments.
You know you love me. I know you care.
Hold on, let me turn this off. There we go. I have no idea what's going on here.
No, that's funny. That is hilarious.
Oh, uh-oh. How does she not feel that?
She probably does.
Dude's just on the bottom dead. Yeah, there it is. It started over. That one wasn't that funny.
The pepper part was.
I want to.
It's like nothing you do is any good, but if I pick it, it's okay.
Hey, Single Town. All we need is some mead. Find one more of those funny ones, and I think we'll be done here this afternoon. Is this one? This one got a stupid ass song. Yep, stupid ass song. What is she doing?
He's duct taped her.
Taping her legs shut.
Well, that's impossible.
I put the. Oh, no! You stupid. You stupid piece of shit. She's doing that on purpose.
Probably
She's
past
doing
time
that
for
on
her
purpose.
to clean.
Oh, God.
Just
I
saying.
wipe it on your face. You think you're funny? Oh! What the fuck? The dude just sitting up on the counter like that.
Well, we know who wears the pants in that relationship.
Jesus Christ.
It ain't the
man.
guy.
That dude was flinching at his girl swinging on him.
Yep.
All right. We're at the end of this. Only got 11 people watching. All right. I'm going to go over to the VC and hang out for the rest of the evening. I think that that's 2 hours worth there for you. Appreciate everybody coming on out. They have introduced a single bachelor tax in Japan that the guys over there, or it's probably going to be for both women and men. If I read that right, it's probably going to be just straight across. So, yeah, if you're working and paying taxes, you're single over there. Yeah, you're keeping up people you're not even responsible for that you don't even know who they are. Hey, like them apples. So, Doc, anything else to say?
No, you said it all.
Sweet. Let me go ahead and play this then. Andrea needs to eat some cheeseburgers. She's looking a little thin in the skin.
It's a shame she ain't real.
Yeah, you ain't lying. They can go fuck themselves, nipping suckers. Hey, just join a woman with the family, problem solved. Hey, I mean, the way it sounds, you're going to be paying no matter if you're married or single. So I don't know which would be better at that point, to be honest, living over there.
Well, have any of you guys ever noticed that the parking lot spaces at like pretty any place you go by, like food, lumber, wherever, it doesn't matter. They have handicap, then they have pregnant, now they've got military, then they've got cop parking.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're gonna have specific spots where only single men can park. Gonna be way out in the lower 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my Walmart's got that. They got the veterans parking. They got the cops parking.
Yep.
They got the Walmart, online pickup shoppers reserved parking space.
I don't care. I park in them motherfuckers. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I do too. I don't care. I have used Pop's handicap sticker. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Or do I?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
do. Come on.
All right, so we're gonna end it there. I appreciate everybody coming on out. I'm gonna go over to the VC and hang out for the rest of the night. Join us over there if you want to. If not, I'll catch you in the next one. Fappening facility will be on later tonight. I think where I'm at 6:20. That'll be another 3-4 hours from now. I think. So let me see if anybody else is live streaming right now. I'll give you guys somewhere to go. I haven't seen nobody else live. Yeah, there's Fapnet Facility right there. That'll be coming on later on tonight. Can't wait for that. No, that's pretty much it. All right. Doc, nothing else to say?
No, that's it, buddy.
All right. Well, then I appreciate you all. I'll be back in the next one Monday afternoon. And we'll start it all over again, kick the week off again, and we'll see where we land next Friday and Saturday. So we'll do it. All right. You filled up the silo in 2 days. Yeah. All right, guys. From me to you, same MGTOW time, same MGTOW channel. The wise words of the dearly departed: don't ever get married. That'll save you from indentured servitude, usury, and abusery, gynocentric landscape. If you don't play the game, they don't win or lose. So it is what it is. I'll catch y'all all in the next one. Let's see what we got. I'll play this for old time's sake.
So, I guess that's all. Don't get married.